Hi everyone, and welcome back to Shabby Chic Wonder. If you love turning thrift store treasures into dreamy designer-style home decor, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into 10 creative and budget-friendly thrifted decor ideas that will help you transform your home into a charming, chic retreat without spending a fortune. Whether you're new to thrifting or a seasoned treasure hunter, these ideas will inspire you to see secondhand finds in a whole new light. So grab your coffee, get cozy, and let's get started on your journey to a more beautiful home, one thrifted gem at a time. Thrift stores are treasure troves for anyone looking to bring character and charm into their home without breaking the bank. When shopping with a keen eye, you can find vintage pieces, one-of-a-kind decor, and gently used furniture that can be transformed into designer-style additions. The key is to look beyond the dust or outdated finishes and see the potential in each item. Scan the shelves for quality materials like solid wood, brass, or real glass. These materials can be refinished or styled to elevate your home. While exploring thrift stores, remember that patience pays off. Not every visit will result in a perfect find, but regular trips increase your chances of stumbling upon something truly special. Establishing a mental list of what you need helps you stay focused while remaining open to unexpected gems. This is where the real joy of thrifting begins. The thrill of discovery and the satisfaction of creating something beautiful and personal from a once-forgotten item. Once you've brought your thrifted treasures home, it's time to let creativity take over. That plain old chair or dated lamp can become a centerpiece with just a little DIY love. Repainting furniture in soft pastel colors, adding vintage-style hardware, or reupholstering fabric surfaces with floral prints can breathe new life into forgotten items. The shabby chic aesthetic thrives on charm and imperfection, so embrace the flaws, they add to the story. Small changes make a big impact. A fresh coat of chalk paint, A touch of lace or a distressed finish can transform a bland piece into a romantic and whimsical addition to your home. These updates don't require a professional hand, just a bit of patience and a willingness to experiment. As your eye for design develops, so will your confidence, making each transformation even more satisfying than the last. Upcycling furniture is not only a budget-friendly option, it's a creative outlet that allows your personality to shine through in your home. A scratched dresser or outdated side table can become a statement piece with the right vision. Start by sanding down any rough surfaces, then apply a coat of soft-tone paint such as cream, sage, or dusty rose. Add vintage-style knobs or handles to complete the transformation. The beauty of shabby chic design is that it celebrates imperfections. A bit of distressing along the edges or uneven brush strokes adds character rather than taking away from it. Layer your upcycled furniture with lace runners, floral arrangements, or candle holders to tie it into the overall theme of your space. With every makeover, you'll gain more insight into what works best in your home and how to mix form with function stylishly. Thrift stores often have bins or racks filled with fabrics that are overlooked, but these hidden treasures can bring warmth and elegance to any space. Look for floral prints, faded stripes, or delicate lace that fit the soft and feminine aesthetic of shabby chic. Old curtains, sheets, or tablecloths can be repurposed into cushion covers, slip covers, or decorative throws. Layering fabrics in your living or bedroom space creates a cozy, luxurious vibe. Drape a lace runner over a thrifted table or add mismatched cushions to your sofa for an inviting look. These fabric accents soften the atmosphere and add depth and texture, giving your home a well-loved, lived-in feel. The best part? You've achieved designer-level coziness for a fraction of the cost. Art doesn't have to be expensive to make a bold statement. Thrifted artwork often includes charming vintage prints, forgotten oil paintings, or unique handmade pieces that perfectly complement a shabby chic interior. Look for soft colors, floral themes, or pastoral scenes to enhance the romantic and nostalgic mood of your home. Framing plays a huge role in making thrifted art stand out. Swap out broken or boring frames for distressed wood or painted vintage ones to give your collection a cohesive look. Hanging art in clusters or layered against shelves adds personality to your walls. With a little imagination, even the simplest thrifted print can become a cherished piece in your stylish and sentimental home. Creating a timeless interior starts with carefully curating vintage pieces that hold charm and history. Items like antique candlesticks, weathered trunks, and classic ceramics bring a sense of depth and storytelling to your space. When you blend these finds with soft lighting and romantic colors, you create a home that feels like a peaceful retreat from the modern world. Consistency is key in maintaining a cohesive shabby chic look. Stick to a palette of muted pastels, creams, and soft grays, and repeat elements like floral motifs and distressed finishes throughout the room. Vintage doesn't mean cluttered. Curate your space intentionally to highlight the beauty of each item. Over time, your home will reflect both your personal journey and a timeless aesthetic that never goes out of style. Mirrors can instantly add elegance and dimension to any room, especially when they have a vintage charm. Thrifted mirrors often come in ornate frames that, with a little TLC, can become stunning focal points. A light sanding and fresh coat of chalk paint in a pastel tone can turn a dated mirror into a glamorous shabby chic treasure. Use mirrors to reflect light and open up your space. Hang one above a mantel, in an entryway, or lean it against a wall in a cozy corner. Pair with fresh flowers, antique candle holders, or vintage frames to complete the look. By repurposing thrifted mirrors, you not only save money, but also enhance your home's charm and brightness in a truly stylish way. Lighting plays a crucial role in setting the mood, and thrifted light fixtures offer endless potential. Search for vintage chandeliers, sconces, or lamps with unique details. A coat of white or soft gold paint, paired with Edison-style bulbs or delicate shades, can make even the most outdated fixture look luxurious. Place lighting strategically to create warmth and ambience. A soft glowing table lamp on a side table or a revamped pendant light above your dining area adds instant charm. Combining different lighting sources creates layers of light, enhancing the cozy, elegant feel that defines shabby chic. With a few thoughtful upgrades, your lighting can become both functional and beautifully stylish. The real magic happens when you blend thrifted items with modern touches. Mixing a sleek sofa with a weathered coffee table or pairing minimalist decor with vintage wall hangings brings balance and interest to your space. It keeps the room feeling fresh and curated rather than overly themed or outdated. To make this blend work, stick to a cohesive color palette and let textures do the talking. Pair soft fabrics with metallic accents or wood grains for contrast. Your modern elements ground the design while your thrifted finds add soul and character. This mix allows you to personalize your space in a way that feels intentional and effortlessly stylish. Storage doesn't have to be boring, especially in a shabby chic home. Thrifted crates, wicker baskets, and vintage suitcases can be both functional and beautiful. Look for pieces with character, like aged wood or floral linings, that contribute to the overall charm of your space while helping you stay organized. Incorporate these items into your decor naturally. Use baskets to store blankets, vintage boxes for keepsakes, or old cabinets to hide clutter stylishly. These practical solutions double as design elements and support a tidy, relaxed home environment. By choosing thrifted storage, you get the benefit of affordability and timeless appeal, perfectly in tune with your shabby chic style. And there you have it, 10 thrifted decor ideas to help you achieve that beautiful, designer-inspired shabby chic look without breaking your budget. From vintage mirrors to cozy fabrics and upcycled furniture, each piece brings a special touch of charm and character to your home. I hope you feel inspired to head to your local thrift store and start your own decorating adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for more shabby chic inspiration, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your favorite thrifted find or which idea you're excited to try. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.